For a brief respite before we regain the road once again. We haven't seen our friend Turner the Burner in a couple of weeks. Turner the Burner, he's back. He's back. Turner the Burner, he's coming. He's coming. Turner the Burner, he has returned. He has Returner the Burner.
Oh, nice.
What? He has Returner the Burner. Folks, while I was gone, I had Fishman install some sweet, sweet Fluence classic humbuckers with all the trimmings in my Wildwood spec Lester Paulfus model, and I got to tell you, it sounds so damn good. And I'm going to play that for today's stream. Today's stream of consciousness. Burner in the house, say what? Mm-hmm. Burner in the house, say what? Let's play some jams for the peeps. We can do whatever we want. You know, I had Ken Susi put these pickups in, and ever since he did it, thank him for doing it for me. But it won't quite stay in tune. I think he put metal juice on it.
Metal juice.
He put his metal juice on my guitar. He put his metal juice on my guitar. Say what now? Let's do one we haven't done in a while, which is always a fun one to do.
Which one's that? Hey, man.
Yeah, let's just not mess around. Right? I'm so glad. I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. Don't know what to do, don't know what to do, don't know what to do. Well, I'm tired of weeping, and I'm tired of moaning, I'm tired of groaning over you. I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. Tired of weeping, tired of moaning, tired of groaning over you. Well, I don't know what to do, don't know what to do, don't know what to do. I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. That's right. so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. I'm so glad, yeah, I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, yeah, yeah. Whoa.
Lord.
Wow. Wow. That felt pretty good there, fells.
That's good. That's fun.
That was a jam. We like to jam for the kids. I've got these Fishman Fluence humbuckers on my Lester Paulfus. I had them installed while I was just out east. When I was out east, I partook in a delicious feast of Fluence classic humbuckers. Installed in my wild woods. Dylan, what's going on over there? There's always surgery to be done. There's always surgery to be done. We're gonna have a little doggone fun. Fellas, sounded awesome at the Kate. Thank you so much, Super Denny. Thank you for coming out. That was a good time at the Kate. The Kate was in beautiful Connecticut. Connecticut. Home of Katharine Hepburn. We played at the Katharine Hepburn, the Kate Cultural Center. And on the way there, we stopped at Pepe's to get some pizza, which is in the New Haven style of pizza consumption. I got to tell you what, it did not disappoint. It was a strong, strong offering. A strong offering was at hand. Can you, Old Saybrook, that's it. She actually lived in Fenwick. Yeah, I think it's Fenwick. Is it Fenwick? Fenwick? Fallis? No, she didn't live there. I'll tell you what, that was good times out east. We thank you all for showing up. That was good times. Pepe's is legend and delicious, if we're honest. Sorry, David Clark, we're gonna get to the UK soon. It's not our fault. We thought we had things in motion to come over there. Fenwick, thank you. I thought we had things in motion, but my buddy who was booking us over there was unable to do it because of personal reasons.
Shame.
Shame. So as a result, we are not coming to the UK in April, which is a sad, sad testament, because we were ready to come over there and scald some doggone UK brains. Sometimes the brains in the UK need a little bit of scalding. Little bit of scalding. It's a benevolent hurt. It's a benevolent hurt. Shame. 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 All right, folks. Ooh, I like it. Flat, 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 flat. Today I'm actually using the little Gristle amp behind me and the Marshall in tandem, and I'm kicking it over the top with a little bit of that Gristle King pedal to make it rock. Dennis Charles said, we made it to 4 shows and had an absolute blast. Thank you so much, Dennis. Can you dig it? Oh, well, was that our first gig in Connecticut? Yes, it was. With the band, yes. Let's play something.
Okay. Totally into that.
You're totally into playing something?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. All right, let's just make something up in A. I feel like key of A right now. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? That felt so good down to my damn corns. It felt so good. The critters started to swarm. Oh, it felt so good the critters started to swarm. That sounds like a ecological nightmare. When the critters start to swarm, what do you do? What do you do? Hop doo doo. That's what you do. You know what? I forgot my damn slide in the other room. I was thinking, oh, I gotta go get my damn slide, and then I forgot. Well, I just one.
Gotta be some sort.
I got some mutation. Oh, this one won't work. I could use that. When you grab a slide and you start to do, what do you do? What do you do? How do you set your amp? Clean on the edge or high gain? Bob, that's an excellent question. Right now, I have it set pretty clean. I have 2 amps running. I've got the little Gristle right behind me, which is my new second signature amp with our friends at Koch amplifiers. And it is actually a 12 or 4 watt amplifier. I've got it on the 12 watt mode, and I have it set pretty clean. And then I'm going to this little 20 watt Marshall, which I also have set clean. And then that allows me to do a bunch of different skullduggery. So this is the clean. Then I hit the clean boost on the Gristle King. Then I hit the overdrive on the Gristle. What I might do is, instead of going to the Gristle overdrive right away, I might go to this little Timmy pedal over here. Let me go over to there. Little Timmy. See what I got there. Go like this. This little Timmy pedal. And that's just a slightly overdriven. And then if I hit the overdrive, I thought. Put a little bit of the slap back on, just a hair. And then I can put this on for a little bit of. Yeah. Just a little bit of a. You know what I mean? So that's how that all works. And then I have, of course, over here, I have the ability to add another gain stage. Position, I can pull up this particular volume control, and now I'm going to be out of phase, but I can do the Peter Green thing where it's back up a little bit. It's meatier. Hear that? It's like goes from maximum quack. Back off just a little bit, and it gets more bassy quack. Can you dig it? Will you dig it? Can you dig it? What kind of amp is that? It's 2 amps. It's my little Gristle amp by Koch amplifiers. It's a single channel. You can either turn it up and go or run it clean like I have right now, and this little Marshall SV20 at 20 watt amp, and I'm using them both right now. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Ba-do-ga-dig-a-doo-hoo-ga-doo, ra-na-doo-down. What's that?
We did that once and it worked.
I don't know if we did.
I swore to God we just started doing it.
What's that? Rock and roll? I think we faked our way through that one.
Let's do a little bit of we haven't done your face in a while. You tear me down. There's only two things wrong with you, and that's your face. Well, you say yes, but you mean no, and you won't explain till I'm out the door. There's only two things wrong with you, and that's your face. My back is stinging, and my ears are ringing, but I won't take the hook, 'cause I ain't quite as dumb as I look. Your nose ain't growing, but it's still showing. But please don't forget, 'cause I'm a big boy and I can take it. Well, you're so sweet when I call, when I hang up, that's when I take the fall. There's only two things wrong with you, and that's your face. There's only two things wrong with you, and that's your face. There's only two things wrong with you, that's your face. There's only two things wrong with you, and that's your damn face. Key of B. Well, there's a red house over yonder. Woo. Lord, that's where my baby stayed. Well, there's a red house over yonder. Lord, that's where my baby stays. Well, I ain't been home to see my baby in about 99 and 1/2 days. Wait a minute, something's wrong. Lord, have mercy, the key won't unlock this door. I said the key won't unlock this door. I got a bad feeling that my baby, she don't live here no more. That's all right, I still got my gristle stick. Guess I might as well go way back over yon here. Way back across the hills. Well, I guess I might as well go way back over yonder. Back across the hill. if my baby don't love me no more. Well, I know good and well her sister will. I know good and well her sister will.
Yes, she will.
I know good and well her sister will. I know good and well her sister will. I know good and well her sister will. A little bit of that Crimson Domicile for the people. I bet those strings every which way from Tuesday on that one. I said, you know what? It's time.
Bending time.
It's bending time in the city. Aaron Schulte says, love my KMT CDs, signed, sealed, and delivered. So glad you're digging those doggone CDs. We enjoyed those recordings. Don't be afraid to let people know if you enjoy them. Wherever they have little reviews online, don't be afraid to say, you know what, the KMT slaps cheek and leaves a mark. That's what we need to have people say. And 2 brand new records. We got a record called Sweet Gristle. And we got another one called Orange Ruminations. And they are succulent and robust. You can't stream them yet except on Bandcamp. Because on Bandcamp, we actually get a decent return for our money. So if you go to Bandcamp and look up Greg Koch, Orange Ruminations, or Koch Marshall Trio, they're attached. Unlike on Spotify, the reason we have to just ditch the Koch Marshall Trio thing on Spotify is that people can't find it. If they're looking for me, they can't. It's messed up. Anyway, but on Bandcamp, you can download those records, and we will actually see some sweet, sweet loot. But you could still get copies of the CDs themselves if you like hard copies, although we're out of signed copies. We did a bunch of extra signed copies, and those are all sold out, which is good news for us. Don't get me wrong. But if you come to our gigs, of which we're leaving again this week, we're going to be down in Greensboro at the Flatiron on Monday, as a matter of fact.
Good Lord.
Monday night, Greensboro, North Carolina. Tuesday night, we're going to be in South Carolina at the Poorhouse in Charleston, which is a great venue. The other one's a great venue, too. They're both fantastic. And then we go south from there, and I can't remember exactly. I lose track. But if you go to the website at gregkoch.com, you can see the entire schedule. We start heading into Florida. I know we're in Tampa, we're in Orland, we're in DeLand. I don't know how to say it. And then we're going to be in Boca Raton at the Funky Biscuit. And then we go on the Joe Bonamassa Keeping the Blues Alive at Sea cruise for a week. And then after that, we're doing a gig, I believe, somewhere down in Florida. Again, it's on the website. And then we're shooting some full band videos for the In the Jam thing on True Fire. So once we get done recording that, Milwaukee, yes, Robert Zander, we will be at the Cooperage when we return from the tour on March 24th. Again, it is on the old website, but we're going to be at the Cooperage on March 24th, Friday, March 24th. Say it with me. Milwaukee, we are returning. And we have not played the Cooperage. We thought we'd give it a try. And so come on out. And Tampa Bay, we'll be there. We'll be in Tampa Bay. So y'all need to come out and experience the does Turner play live with you? Not on these tours. That's the KMT. But we do different stuff with Mr. Turner. And you never know when that'll transpire in the various grand scheme of things. Hi, Greg, big fan. Hope to see you playing out with the Little Tweed Combo a lot, too. A little great amp. Can't wait for the Wildwood to get them. Yes, they're coming. Greg needs an LP-style signature from Reverend next. Well, we'll see what we can do about that. DeLand. Am I saying it right? Is it D-Land? Is that how you say it, Robert?
Welcome to the land of the D.
We're going to the land of the D. Oh, thank you, Laura. KMT was so often loving the CDs as well. Thank you, Laura. It was nice to meet you in person. It's DeLand. Okay, thank you. Good to know. Good to know. We're looking forward to coming on down to the land. Come to the land of the lessons who would have been that tongue that do. Yes, we are going to be at the Blues Festival in Portland. Looking forward to that. Greg, how many guitars do you own is the question, and I have no idea at this juncture. I culled a lot of them when I bought that 53 Telecaster to afford the 53 Telecaster. But then it started to creep up again, especially as I had the signature model Reverends, and I have one in every color, of which there are many colors now, especially in the original Gristletime. The new pink came out, which I've been using on tour. Orchid pink. And then Cafe Da Vinci, thank you, Robert Parrish. Which Les Paul is that? Good question. This is my Wildwood Spec 58. And I just had the Fishman Fluence classic humbuckers installed while I was out east. We did some gigs out east. We were by Boston and Portsmouth, New Hampshire, so we were right by Fishman Central and Andover. So I went in there and did some videos with the mighty Ryan Fishman, and then Ryan Fitzsimmons at Fishman. Sometimes my brain, it needs a tweak. But they pop these pickups in for me, and I love them because they do all kinds of stuff that I'm just so used to. I don't lose any highs when I turn the volume down. I get that second voice. I did that out of phase thing. I can do a coil tap thing that really sounds good on this bad boy. That's the out of phase sound. There's a second voice of the, oh, here we go. So that's voice one. This is voice two. A little bassier, got a little more hair on it. Here's voice three with the coil tap. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig? Can you dig it? See you boys in Oklahoma in July, or Oregon. Yes, thank you. We're gonna be in Oregon. We're looking forward to it. You know, my daughter lives in Portland. We're looking forward to seeing Gracie out in Portland. Gracie out in Portland. Gracie out in Portland. Dennis Charles says, I've been wielding the Venetian gold weapon of doom that is the Gristle 90, and she's a savage one indeed. Right on, Dennis. I can dig it. Smoke, Oklahoma, where the wind comes sneaking down at noon. The lady that makes his beanies, is she at Etsy? Yes, but you can get them from my website. I've got a ton of them in stock now, so you can go there and get them. I think I have a ton. I just got a bunch of them for the road, so I'll have them on the road as we move our way south. I'll have some Gristle King pedals. I'll have some hats. We still have some T-shirts left, although the supply was heavily dented by this last tour. I'm going to have to order more. Do I still have that gold Strat? I do, Paul. I do indeed have that gold Strat. Matt Schreiber, it's not Greg, KOCK.com. Bless you. You know better. KOCH.com. If you go to KOCK.com, God knows what you're going to see. Some kind of carnage, I would imagine. Some kind of carnage. Let's do that. I just got a hankering to do the monster mode. Sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, D-roll. Sorry about that, D-roll. There we go. Yeah. Can you dig that kind of activity? Can you dig those kind of proclivities? Can you dig those kind of activities? Folks, what's going on out there? That last little tune was an old tune of mine from back in the day. It was called the Monster Mode back in the day, because when I used to have a few loggers, I'd turn into a beast. I'd turn into a beast, and I'd say, oh no, he's in the monster mode again, gangway. But I haven't done that kind of activity in decades. But that song was old. Eons. Back in the day. What kind of amp am I using? I'm using a couple different amps today. I'm using the little Gristle amplifier right behind me. And I've got, that's a 12-watt amplifier. And then I'm running that kind of clean ski, so. And then I'm also running this little Marshall SV20, also cleanish. And then when I hit this rascal. Can you dig it? Will you dig it? Can and will you dig it? Can and will you dig it? All right, we're gonna do Dylan's just, I got a hankering for that Zeppelin. He's got a hankering for that Zeppelin. We could try the. And then we go into da-da-da-da-da. We haven't played that one in a while, but we're going to try it for you kids. gentlemen, rock music is what's good for your soul, is the bottom line. And we just gave you a steadfast dose. So we're hoping your soul feels so juicy. And we're hoping your soul feels whole. Oh, yes, we're hoping your soul is so juicy. And we're hoping your soul is whole. We're hoping that we hold your soul. That sounds inappropriate. I didn't mean it that way. 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 Folks, we'd like to thank you for tuning in today for our, I don't know, we're going to be back at it again.
At some point.
At some point, we'll be back. I think on, maybe we'll do it on, let's see if we can do it on the 24th. When we return, because we're home for a couple days and then we go to Europe. So many activities. Patrick Tracy says Spokane and Portland in July, Greg, Seattle too. All of the above. I don't know about Spokane, but I know we're going to be in Seattle. And then we're going to be with Steve Karras up in northern Washington somewhere to theater. And then we're also going to do something in BC as well, a festival there. What's it called? The Mountain
Mountain Music Festival.
Mountain Music Festival. Mountain Music Festival. And then we're going to be at the Waterfront Music Festival. I'm going to be back at the Woodshed Guitar Experience. I'm bringing the Gristle back to the Woodshed Guitar Experience. Andy Wood, Eric Johnson, Mark Lettieri, Andy Timmons, Seth Rosenblum. It's going to be a blast. I suggest you all come down there for that if you can, because that's a good time. And have we gone to Asia with the band yet? No, we have not. Not yet. But we'll get there. We'll get there at some. How about Milwaukee shows? Yes, Scott Larson, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, we are playing at the Cooperage on March 24th. The Cooperage, March 24th. We're playing at the Cooperage on March 24th. So come on down. It's in the Harbor District. I think that's what it's called anyway. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down. That's right. Long Island. Mark, we were just out there in the general area. Ever coming to upstate New York area? Sweet Jesus. Sweet Jesus. I was just there. We'll be back, though. We'll be back. Always good to sign up for the bands in town. Look at the website. We try to post like all the time when we're playing, but I know it's hard with algorithms and it's difficult. It's a do the best you can scenario for both the bands and the listeners, trying to get the word out. It's like a minefield, ladies and gentlemen, but a benevolent minefield. You're not going to get hurt, but you are going to miss out on some gigs. So maybe a minefield wasn't the best analogy. Yeah, I can't think of anything else, believe it or not. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you, and we shall be back. Don't forget, we got those new CDs and new recordings that you can get on Bandcamp. They won't be on all the traditional streaming services for about another, at the end of the month, I think. Balthazar wants some quick chicken picking before the end. Unless we do a chicken picker version of That's all right. That was our strange encore.
Live TV.
Live TV. That's what happens.
Live TV.
All right, cats. Oh, shit. Shit's dropping. All right, we'll see you later, y'all.